let's move on to our next category, rural social innovation. This session is being chaired by Mr. Pradeep Lokhande, founder, Rural Relations, and Mr. Anil Kulkarni, strategy and leadership coach, as co-chair. Juries for this category are Mr. Iftikhar Pathan, co-founder at MetaSocial, Ms. Manisha Premnath, Chief Operating Officer, Venture Center, Dr. Vishal Gaikwad, Research Coordinator, Research and Development Cell, Gokhale Institute of Politics and Economics. So all the finalists are here. Please proceed.
Good afternoon, everybody. Just the ground rules. You guys have 7 minutes each, right? After that, after everybody finishes, there'll be a question and answer session. There'll be somebody in the front who will be showing you a placard at the end of 6 minutes, right? So keep the last, as Lokhande Sahib was saying, keep the main slide in your mind when you're talking, right? So we are starting with Neoperk Technologies and Satyendra Gupta.
Hello everyone. In 2015, Government of India launched the Soil Health Card scheme with the aim to issue soil health cards or soil test reports to each and every farmer in the country. Fast forward to 2019, a group of young electronics engineering students from Mumbai got inspired by the Soil Health Card scheme and came up with the idea of a rapid chemical-free soil testing device. And thus Neoperk was born. Hello everyone, I'm Satyendra Gupta, co-founder of Neoperk, where we make large-scale soil testing extremely easy, reliable, and affordable using NIR spectroscopy and machine learning models. But why soil? Because the long-term soil health is a major concern. It is forecasted that more than 70% of the net sown area in India will become incapable of supporting farming if we continue with our current practices. Even farmers with the increasing cost of production, that is fertilizers, and decreasing productivity are looking for solutions to improve their yields. This is where soil testing offers a very simple solution. According to impact study of Soil Health Card scheme, the net income of farmers can increase by up to 40% simply post-soil testing. However, the current infrastructure with less than 1,500 soil testing laboratories is highly inadequate to meet the demand. To give you some context, for every one soil testing laboratory in the country, there are 88,000 landholding farmers, and each of these labs only have a capacity of 10,000 samples annually. But to fill this gap, Neoperk has come up with a revolutionary solution, Neoperk Soil Spectral Device, which uses NIR spectroscopy, principle of light, and machine learning models to extract the chemical features of soil. All you need to do is place the soil sample on top of the device, and you will get the results of multiple parameters within few minutes. The biggest advantage of this solution is you don't even have to mix any chemicals, not even water, to get the soil test results. This makes it extremely easy to use and deploy and highly scalable because of zero recurring cost. I'm happy to share that our technology has been validated by ICR, National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Usage Planning for 10 parameters, including pH, organic carbon, plant available NPK, as well as micronutrients. However, from our on-field experience, we learned that testing alone doesn't solve the problem. That is where we come up. Testing alone doesn't solve the problem. To increase adoption and to help farmers benefit from soil testing, we developed an end-to-end solution along with our partners. This helps the farmer to realize the true potential of soil testing. And now, with our end-to-end approach, we are literally able to farm agricultural insights out of soil. In terms of competition, there are several alternate chemical-based soil testing solutions in the market. However, with the increasing number of samples, the cost of testing increases linearly. Neoperk's chemical-free solution is economically as well as operationally more efficient. There are other chemical-free solutions in the market, but we have an early mover advantage with our proprietary data sets, ICR validation, and our on-ground expertise. More importantly, today, the chief guest mentioned that startups need to change according to the markets. And I'm proud to share that we are India's only end-to-end soil testing solution provider, which enables farmer to follow soil health-based recommendations. Born out of COVID, our startup has grown sustainably. So far, we have touched more than 3,000 lives and tested more than 1,500 hectares of land across Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Gujarat. All of this wouldn't have been possible without our partners such as CINI, SABIC, Plantix, and many more. We have many CSR heads over here. We'll love to have you on this slide, and please come join us in our journey of creating large-scale impact. Our team of young electronics engineers were resilient and developed various skill sets to take this startup forward. We were one of the winners of AI for Agriculture Hackathon by Google and HUL. Our team was backed by some of the leading agri-tech experts, mentors, and organizations. Now I will love to share one of our most inspiring farmer success stories of Anita Tai, who hails from Dhadgaon, a tribal village in the aspirational district of Nandurbar. This village is so remote, there is no soil testing laboratory anywhere close to 60 kilometers from the village. So this is where we partnered with CINI, a Tata Trust-backed NGO, to set up a small local testing unit and bring soil testing to her. Following soil testing, she realized that her land, because she has been traditionally using urea and FIM or organic fertilizers, her soil lacked potassium and phosphorus. So because of that, her cost of production increased, but the overall yield increased significantly, which resulted in an overall increase in income. When one of our team members jokingly asked her what she will do with the excess income, she humbly replied she bought chandi or silverware with that. So these are the stories which keep us motivated to do what we do. In the last season, we deployed our solution, product-based soil testing service across multiple locations across Maharashtra, including Pune. Now we are ready to scale it across multiple locations as well as multiple districts. And we are looking to raise 2.5 to 3 CR for product expansion, team growth, as well as service expansion. So what's next? After soil testing, after farmer gets to know what he needs to apply, what should we do next, So the next product in pipeline is plant tissue analysis, whether the applied crop, So with that, I will like to conclude my presentation and reiterate what we aim to do. That is change the way we do agriculture through data-driven solutions. Thank you.
Could we have the next one, please? That is Hydrogreens.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Vasant. I'm the founder of Hydrogreens. This afternoon, I want to talk to you about Char Ka Chamatkar. I can give you a renewable energy unit at 50% lower cost than the national grid. How did I arrive at this solution? We are not an energy company. We are an agri-tech startup. We're solving for fodder shortage in the country. We're working in Rajasthan, where one of the largest solar park displaced thousands of pastoralists and was looking for a fodder solution. And here in Bangalore, in Karnataka, where we're working, a private dairy reached out to us to see, can you solarize a milk chiller, So we put 2 plus 2 together, and we got the solution for Char Ka Chamatkar, which is Upar Bijli, Niche Chara, Milke Hua Char Ka Chamatkar. Why Chara? Because India faces 300 million tons of shortage of green fodder. We are the largest dairy producer in the world. 70 million dairy farmers are employed through this enterprise, and they feed half of India every day. Even despite COVID, you saw the milk run going effectively. There is another opportunity hidden in this problem where the cattle is emitting 250 liters of methane every day. right? In the agricultural sector, dairy emits about 54% of methane emissions, which are higher, very potent than CO2, right? Now, very quick snapshot. In cattle eats about 40 kgs, 10% of the body weight every day, distributed into green fodder, dry fodder, and feed concentrate. Feed concentrate is very organized. Green fodder is totally not organized. And every district has got about 100 milk chillers, probably thousands of milk collection centers. Each milk collection center has got 40 farmers with an average 4 cattle each. So you can imagine the amount of biomass that is required. I just told you about the land competition. Now, a lot of the grains are also going for ethanol, and mind you, there's hydrogen coming to compete with water. So land, water, energy, all of these resources are competing with those who are vulnerable and the livelihood dependent on that, right? So our solution is what we call the container fodder station, which we co-locate with the milk chilling center. We generate a lot more power than we consume. So if it's a 20 kilowatt configuration, we consume just about 3 kilowatts, right? We could do 40, 100, 200, even go up to megawatt level. But this produces power, green power, which can decarbonize multiple sectors, including the milk, hydroponic fodder, which gives an immediate instant milk increase, and stored and processed fodder. As I said, the USP is the fodder in itself has higher nutrient, so therefore there's 1 to 3 liter guaranteed increase in milk yield. And we have done this for the last 4 years across the country, right? And slight amount of fat improvement as well. We can produce it round the year. I want to call out another we've done, which we believe is transformational, is we've been able to store fodder, chopped fodder, for over 1 year without any fungus and mold. And mind you, we just also passed a test of aflatoxin, which is carcinogenic. It should not be in billion parts per unit, so we've crossed that also. And the achievement there is fodder at a moisture of 75%. An 8-month-old sample passed that test, which means the storage barrel that we have designed, we removed the oxygen out of it, purge a little bit of CO2. There's a thermal paint for the barrel, so we can just dump it out in the warehouse. And there's a technical textile, a nano-technical textile that absorbs humidity, or it can absorb ethylene also. So this product is where we're looking for some more grant support, because this can be extended to potato, onion, grains, and all the post-harvest losses. We've primarily designed that for fodder. So combine these two, on a capital of 35 lakh, the business model innovation is my revenue generation is anywhere between 75 to 1.5 crores, right? At a net margin of 12%, I break even within 3 to 4 years. The first of this model is being set up in Bangalore. 5 of them in the old model are already operating. And because of that business model, I'm able to give you the power at 4 rupees. Here are some snapshots. My favorite one is the one lady with the sheep. So she had just 2 ships. This is in Thar Desert, Bikaner. We are able to generate half a ton of fresh green fodder on a purchased tanker every day, right? And she now has 15 ships. So in terms of impact, we are certified life cycle analysis. We've gone through that, and we've solid evidence about the carbon avoidance and reduction. In terms of economic impact, we have got several testimonials, including reports from NINP and NDDB. In terms of the social impact, this is where we're looking for third-party audits to come in as well, but we can eliminate drudgery for women, where they have to cut fodder, hoard it, bring it to the shed, 4 hours of drudgery, completely eliminated. We are a team with expertise in climate control, vertical farming, grassroots level, working with industry and farmer unions, and we are mentored by some principal scientists from multiple different institutes, NINP being one of them. We have 3 utility patents filed, multiple design registrations and trademarks. We're looking for fundraise to extend this patents and secure this internationally, because all of them are portable to developing nations. We're asking for a combination of grant and equity, roughly about 7 crores, to prove the unit economics, to prove the business model, and to show that the gross margins are possible. We've won several state and national awards, but we have not submitted a DPR for franchising this to the FPOs. We need a lot of mentorship on how to navigate this huge government system. Really don't have any idea about that. But we believe that for 780 districts, maybe thousands of milk collection centers. We could set up thousands of these container fodder stations, bring investment from businessmen, and create opportunities in rural livelihood side. So that's all. We can convert future farms into solar parks. Think about it. It does not need to be exclusive. It can be very inclusive. There's just a bit of design changes. We are looking forward to technologist partnership also to design the solar panel of the future. We're already working on a panel that is specific for a potato or a pineapple. There'll be more to come on that. Thank you.
Could I request the next one is HAB Biomass?
All good. Thanks for waiting. Hello, everyone. This is Krunal Jagtap from HAB Biomass Private Limited. Do you all know that around 10.5 billion tons of farm waste is burned every year? Yes, this is huge. I'm sure you might have been seeing the news as well, how the Supreme Court is slashing Delhi government for the rising pollution concern. Ladies and gentlemen, but this news is just a glimpse of a bigger picture. Today, activities of much higher magnitude happens across many small villages in this nation. I, ladies and gentlemen, come from a similar village, where since my childhood I have seen this agricultural waste burning, but with a belief that one day we are going to make the change. Today I feel extremely happy to present before you our innovative solution, which is a mobile unit, a machine mounted on vehicle that goes to the source of agricultural waste, shreds it, heats it, and converts the agricultural waste into biomass briquettes and pellets there itself. We believe that the logistic of agricultural waste is a big hurdle, and we were very conscious about that. So we have made a decentralized chain where when we receive the knowledge of this agricultural waste, one of our vehicle in the fleet goes to the source and converts it into biomass briquettes there itself. Later, it is sourced to the boilers and furnaces as the alternative to coal and firewood for combustion. It is also very easy for the buyers to procure now, because they are getting high transparency in what type of quality it is and how much time is they are going to take to deliver their product. We were very curious on how the market is going to react to this type of solutions. But I am very happy, and I wish to tell you that we have received orders worth 25 lakhs and catered them very successfully. The best part was that we have reduced the cost per calories by 20%, and the carbon emission was reduced by whopping 87%. While doing these pilots, we realized that there are three specific models which we are running on. The one is directly the sale of briquettes, where we pay the farmers for the agricultural waste and we sell the briquettes ourselves. Second is the sale of machine itself, where the agropreneurs or the organizations buy the machine and do pelleting themselves. And third, crucial, which we are working on right now, is the carbon credits. As per the government policies, right now there is a mandate of 10% use of this biomass fuel in coal firing. This has opened up a huge market for us. But apart from this, the global market is of around 40,000 crore rupees. Even we consider the serviceable addressable market, it is not less than 3,700 crores. And considering a city like Pune, with MIDCs like Ranjangaon, Chakan MIDCs, the boilers and the furnaces requirement here is of around 87 crores per month. Telling you about the competitive analysis, there are many competitors in this field. Biomass briquettes is not a big game, but most of the competitors have a static machinery. Now these static machineries require heavy assets, require a lot of infrastructure to do on. Apart from that, logistics of this agro waste is another problem for them. By considering the ease of use, cost, and efficiency, we are having an upper hand on them. We have designed our entire business model by keeping SDG 7, 12, and 13 under our observation. We are also very much focused about the environmental, social, and governance factors. Our efforts were appreciated by many national and international organizations. But we made sure that we are going to have our books clean right from day one, so we have done all our certifications. Most of our certifications are done with respect that we are going to have government as our buyer soon. Telling you about our team, we had a beautiful blend of technology as well as rural experience. I myself look after the technical part, Harshada looks after embedded system. We have people like Prasad, who is BSc Agri and has a good farmer network, quality. So this is a team which is a combination and working really hard. Apart from that, we are having a team of 12 people who are looking after our factory operations. We have been also accelerated by prestigious organizations. Now what next is something that we are done with the prototype. We do want to get the clearances soon, and we want to start the market penetration with 20 machines. So these 20 machines, we are going to make sure that we are going to produce a minimum of 3,000 metric tons of biomass briquettes per day, which is going to again have a lot of impact on carbon emission as well. But the most important thing what we are going to look after this is we are going to provide rural employment out of this. We are looking towards having a CSR supports in form of funding in terms of grants or in terms of equity. We are also looking out for expertise if any one of us are from boilers or furnaces industries, and also we are looking out for your esteemed mentorship. Thank you so much.
That was before time. Yes. Extensible.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Myself Nihar Pradhan from Extensible Hearing Solution. So from Extensible we are here to disrupt the rehab sector. So first of all we have started this organization where we have developed an application which is mobile based, through which we can solve the problem of individuals with hearing loss. So let's start our journey, where I'll be saying about a brief story about Anvi. Anvi is a 3.5 years old child with having complete hearing loss, which is profound. And her family background, father is he stays in a village, he is a electrician, and mother is a homemaker. So fortunately, Anvi could able to get the expensive device, which is called as cochlear implant, through the government support. However, just fitting the hearing device like cochlear implant will not serve the purpose. So Anvi has to go through a 3 to 4 years of therapeutical process, which is called as speech therapy, to get the listening and spoken language development. So if we look at Anvi's family economical condition, they are not affordable to move to a tier 1 or tier 2 cities where they have these therapy services, because most of these therapy services are offered in tier 1 cities. So now looking at Anvi's future, so how she is going to achieve it, because the critical age of brain development is 6 years. So she is already at 2. So that 4 years is a critical period. So now we'll be discussing about the challenges which we have for this. So we have almost the manpower challenges, where you can say, I'm sorry, the slides are, I think the font is a little smaller in size. So the manpower constraint, where you can say there are 24 million people who needs the therapeutical services. But at the same time, there are only 40,000 skilled professionals who gives these services. And the second challenge is about most of these professionals stays in tier 1 cities, where most of these, like almost 70% of the needy population stays in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Due to the poor or lack of technological advancement, the upgradation of the professional doesn't happen, which result in poor poor result in the therapeutical outcomes or motivation of the individual. Then the last factor is the cost factor. So if you look at the cost factor, which is almost the 4 years therapy session, which goes around 4 to 5 lakhs. So through the technological advancement, we are trying to make it to almost reduced by 70 to 80%. So after considering all the challenges, if you look at the ratio, which is like 3% of these children who gets benefit out of these therapeutical services. So what is our approach? So in our approach, the Octone, this is the application through which we augment and empower therapists. And we are trying to break down the access barriers which we discussed earlier, the geographical, economical, and the awareness, because of which children or individual like Anvi cannot afford or cannot relocate to a place to get the services. And through this approach, you will have an economical model which will be benefited to the professional as well as to the end user like Anvi. So our solution. So through our solution, I can say you that this is an end-to-end solution where whatever the therapist does it and whatever the child is doing at home, everything can be monitored by the therapist or supervised by the therapist through the mobile application. So what are the features? The features are completely customizable, means as per the hearing loss. The hearing loss can be ranged from mild to profound. So as per the individual hearing loss, the program can be managed and assigned in the mobile application. It is asynchronous model. So through this model, the parent can teach or train the child without even having the presence of the therapist physically or digitally. All literacy level. So anyone looking at the scenario of India, anyone can have the training for their children because through an auditory mode. Low networks. So through the help of technology, we can have the low network connectivity. So the technology means the application is made in such a way where the application will be smoothly run through the low network areas. Multiple Indian languages. Currently, the trial which we are having, it is going on through 3 languages, that is Hindi, Marathi, and English. But within 2 months of time, we can include any language. So through the application, we can train more therapists where they are lacking with the application knowledge and as well as the hierarchy. So what is the current status? As I said, we are in a product trial or validation phase. Currently, we are in the day 72 of trial. We have an MOU with Bharati Vidyapit University. So currently the trial is going on in Mumbai, Pune, and Nashik. We have onboarded 15 centers where we have working with 32 therapists and 60 patients till now we have onboarded. So for your involvement, I would like to invite you all for the CSR support, grant support, so through which the outcome will be we can bring smiles to the smiles in the face of the children with hearing loss. So I'll have a small video through, from one of our partner organization.
A game changer in the field of AVT. It has every minutest detail taken care of, from the child's audiological assessment to the time the trial taken to their scores. Everything is being planned really well. The best part is, as therapists, we can monitor what the child is doing, its progress. Everything is being monitored. It's just a very well idea put into practice, and it's just amazing.
So these are some of the pictures which we are doing through our partner organization. Thank you.
Next up is Revi, Environmental Solutions. Rajneesh.
Good afternoon, all. I am Rajneesh Prasad, co-founder and CEO of Revi Environmental Solutions. We are a DPIIT recognized and BIRAC supported startup working in clean tech space, providing sustainable and economical solution for organic waste management and wastewater treatment. I don't need to probably harp upon and give you being emotional about the problem, because I think everyone is aware about the challenges we are facing as a society about the waste management and wastewater treatment. Only thing is that we are putting a ostrich approach about it. We know the challenges, but we are not working on it. India has 17% of global population and only 4% of fresh water availability. 70% of our sewage and 40% of industrial effluents remains untreated and discharged into freshwater bodies, further worsening the water scarcity challenge. We generate about 62 million tons of organic waste per year. So if we see these waste as a resource, they have enough energy potential entrapped in it in form of chemical energy, if harnessed effectively, can actually supplement countries' energy needs. And that's what we have worked upon. So what we have developed is a microbial consortium. It's a consortium consists of more than 650 microbes put together in a granular form. And when it is subjected to any wastewater treatment facility, the wastewater comes from the bottom and it comes in the contact of the bacteria over here. And from here we get the treated water, and from the top we get the energy in the form of biogas. So that is what we have. This is India's first product. It's innovative, it's a patented product. It provides an effective solution for wastewater treatment in terms of higher pollutant reduction. It's effective because it can take more loads in the same infrastructure which is available, and also it can help companies to come to their ZLD norms, which is a policy requirement. Apart from the core product, we also sell about other supplemental products which are used in wastewater treatments, like aerobic biocultures and nutrients for these biocultures, because they are required for their, reproduction under in situ environment. And to monitor these bacterial performance inside a reactor remotely, we have also developed an app which is shown on this side. So since as a macrobiologist, we can't be everywhere, but our app can be everywhere. So monitor the performance of these products and also provide user as a hand-holding guidance and what's to be done on a day-to-day basis, on application basis. This app is a bidirectional. The operator can communicate with us. It has a capacity to upload pictures or videos also if some troubleshooting needs to be done. So on the value proposition side, our solution is about 25 to 26% effective in terms of wastewater treatment cost comparatively. Energy recovery more than 2x. It also provides renewable energy as a recovery. So it's also a support to, say, CO2 mitigation kind of thing. Since we are treating wastewater and reusing it, so it provides circular economy. And it's also providing a smart city solutions. Conventionally, what we do, we treat our organic waste separately and liquid waste separately. This solution actually can be used for co-treatment of organic municipal waste and sewage together under a single setup. So that can make our smart cities more smarter. We have done the comparison of our products with the conventionally available cultures as well as the natural culture, which is cow dung. And we have found that our cultures have higher effectiveness in terms of the right microbes, the right quality in the right quantity to provide the maximum efficiency possible. In chemical terms, the maximum conversion of carbon into methane. The product, this innovation which we have developed is already granted patent in India, USA, South Africa, and Malaysia. And Europe also we have filed, and we have just replied for the second office action, which was more on the grammatical errors we have done as a scientist people. Otherwise, they don't have any technical query. So we are very hopeful to get Europe also granted very soon. So this is a typical persona of a customer who will need that product. So if there is an ETP who is having challenges from, say, in terms of their wastewater treatment or getting notices from the, say, pollution control board, so these are our clients. So for clients, implementing this solution is quite effective because they save about more than 25% cost in wastewater treatment. Plus the implementation cycle is only one-time culture and the routine expenses on the nutrients only. So if they invest about 15 lakhs in year one, their net economic return is 45 lakhs in year one itself, and their 35 lakhs in year one, and then each year they can make more than 35 lakhs throughout the life of the ETP, which is more than 15 to 20 years. And our product can be deployed into all segments which generate wastewater, and predominantly in any organic sector, whether it's sugar industry, it's a brewery, say distilleries, sugar, say sewage treatment plants, and all those. Total objective market is more than 263 billions. In India itself, the market is about $2.6 billion. And we just talk about the biomass, specific sector for biomass, it is more than $43 billion in India itself. And that too only from the dairy and organic sectors. Apart from these markets, we have government policies like Satat, Swachh Bharat Mission, Namami Gange, and Smart City. Our solution can supplement the requirement of those government policies also. We have been making money from TRL 4 onwards to TRL 7. We have clients who have, supported us in terms of their validations and trials. We have MOUs with good companies like Grasim, Reliance, Deepak Phenolics, Starspex and all. But we are looking for commercializations. We are actually revolving on the outer orbit, and we are looking for commercial funding to get propulsion and to reach to the moon. That is where we are today. So we support from the impact side is largely on the climate side. If our solution can be implemented to 350 clients only, in next 5 years, you won't believe, 3,000 million metric tons of CO2 mitigation is possible by implementation of this simple technology. We are a team of technocrats and business people. The company is led by Dr. Vanita Prasad. She is a researcher. She's an ex-CSIR Institute scholar. And this innovation is of hers, and she has developed this solution and patents through her own efforts. I look after the business aspect, and we have another member who comes from the finance and taxation background. We are also supported by mentors from academia, industry, and the leading ecosystem enablers from the startup community. So what we are looking for from this community, if there are people who need wastewater solutions, we are here to support you. If there are companies who are supporting like such initiatives, we are looking for opportunity to do our piloting. If there are R&D personals who look for solutions and doing joint collaborations, we are here. If there are CSR people who wants to fund us, we are eagerly available to get funded. And at last and much last, if there are investors in the community, we are actually at the fundraise cycle in Series A stage. We are looking for like more than $1 million at this stage. Thank you very much. And we look forward to get supported in this endeavors of ours.
The last one. Cowbit. Cowbit.
So before we start, a good afternoon to everyone, and let us have a round of applause for all the panelists and the innovators and the audience here. We really need. So can we start now? Okay. So what we did, everyone is wearing a smartwatch, right? So we created a smartwatch for cattles. Okay. So the product name is called Fitbit. Okay, Cowbit, Fitbit for cows is called Cowbit. Okay. And the problem barrier that we saw was everything in India was done manually. Nothing was done in terms of catering to the cattle's health, and for which due to less land sizes and everything, the cattle were tied up and they were not doing anything for the cattle's innovation, and anything on the health was not predicted. So there are a lot of diseases like mastitis, foot and mouth disease, etc., where monitoring and early detection of diseases was not also available. So what we did is like manual health catering, then fitness level of the cattle was not tracked in mobile applications, infertility loss due to non-prediction was very high, which created a lot of economic loss for the farmer. And then cattle health data was also not created with data models. So we have done a pilot with Amul, and we have partnered with NDDB, National Dairy Development Board, where we predicted, and this was a current need of the hour. We are not doing anything new, we're just connecting the dots in right manner. So the innovative solution that we came up with, we have created a smartwatch for cattle, which monitors your heartbeat and temperatures and everything, and that goes and displays it to the mobile application in local languages. When we rolled it out in English, that was an issue. We got a feedback and we reiterated on the product lines. So in terms of the education model, we are just integrating the e-Pashupalan, which is a Government of India initiative, integrating that and supplying it to the farmers. This is the whole tech architecture that we have. That's a cattle with a smartwatch. And from the data, it goes to the routers, and from the routers, it comes to the mobile applications in local languages. And take, for example, you have a cow or a dairy far off Pune, You can just open your app and see what are the health updates. So the innovation here is like we removed the whole standalone hub, routers and everything, used Bluetooth as a direct transfer of data to the mobile application and cloud servers, where the cost reduced from 30,000 to 0. And a huge innovation in terms of implementing in dairy farmers, which has a cattle size of 3 to 5 cattle. So these are few screenshots of the application. So we got a feedback that we have main 3 features of the app. One is get all the cattle health updates. Second is ये ऐप पे आप गाय खरीद सकते हो, गाय बेच सकते हो. Okay. So this is a trading platform on the app. And third feature what we have was booking of the doctors and everyone, paravets and everything. So we're not trying to reorganize the market or anything. We're just trying to organize जो भी है वो है पहले से. We're trying to connect the dots. So these are a few screenshots of how you can buy and sell your cattle. And we also have added a feature where we are monetizing the system called verified cows. What is verified cows? Verified cows is like Instagram or Twitter आजकल पैसा ले रहा है, right? Verify करने के लिए. So we integrated that. So that creates a community-based platform. Community-based platform, that's a moat where we are not allowing other companies to get into. So these are few early detection of diseases through sensors like anthrax, silent heat, because the buffaloes are little healthy. So silent heat is a very big issue in buffaloes. And if we can solve only one disease, it's a huge shift, fundamental shift of problem solving in the dairy sector. So these are few features of IoT collar, which is reduced intercalving period. So we take the last menstrual date as a parameter and we do it after 21 or 20 days. We just send a push notification to the veterinary officer as well as the farmer. We have here, we have also tied up with IFCO Tokyo as a insurance product. जैसे हमारा insurance, if we travel for, we install an app and we travel for 10 kilometers and next year वो premium reduce होता है. The same cheese, we started doing it for the cattles. So the innovation that we are looking at and in terms of fundraise and everything is integrating this innovation with National Digital Livestock Mission. Everyone knows about National Livestock Mission, but we have come up with a new version of integrating Pashu Aadhar. Pashu Aadhar implementation of onboarding every cattle into this platform and integrating seamlessly with the government APIs. The pilot trials which we have done is not 100, it's 1,000. And second is like we got a feedback that price is a very big factor. So we're reducing the price to low as 1,000 rupees a device. And what we're trying to do here is like we are charging 99 rupees on a subscription model. Each month you pay 99, you get all the health updates and you get a 1 lakh of insurance free of cost also. So we have tied up with Odisha Milk Federation, which is OMFED, and Nandini. We are also in talks with Nandini Milk in Karnataka and Avin Milk in Chennai. So the unit cost was 3,000. So we have done a free implementation with the partnership with the government. And second is like we are charging a 99 rupees subscription. Competitive advantage that we have is extra disease diagnosis and localizing the version and affordability. The team that we have is Anand has a Google experience working with the startup ecosystem at Google and then coming back to India and starting Cowbit. Dipti looks into the operations. Krishna looks into farmer welfare outreach programs, and Sanad Mishra is an NDRA, National Dairy Research Institute professor who is an advisor to us. Why we want to partner with NCIS Foundation and Pune International Center and all the esteemed members present here is to educate the people, dairy farmers, help community approach and financial inclusion. The social ROI index that we have is growing exponentially, and we have a gross margin of 866%, which is very high. So the revenue that we have is sales on devices, product. So we are kind of Gartner for the dairy animal husbandry department. So we get this data, analyze that, and then give those recommendations to the farmers as well as to the government. Government currently doesn't have any solution on this part. So we are trying to help the government to implement faster, and all the systems are very supportive. Why we came to Pune was coming from Odisha to Pune, east to west, was getting access to the Maharashtra government and Maharashtra dairy farms, because we see the western part of the India is growing up in terms of dairy, whereas the price of milk in East India is 50 rupees. Here people are paying 100 rupees, which is huge. So these are financial slides which I'll just skip. The investment to be used is creating the whole new retail strategy. So the question, if someone asks like, how do you implement this on a mass scale? The answer is we will tie up. We have already tied up with Digital India, which is a Government of India initiative, and Common Service Center. Common Service Centers are in the rural areas, and they have partnered with us as sales agents. So these are few photos when we presented to Honorable Prime Minister about this solution and at Digital India Gujarat. So this was as top 10 startups at ISER Animal Husbandry Conclave, and we presented to the Secretary of Animal Husbandry Department and understood that what solution they have and what we have and what are the issues which the farmer is facing. We're just connecting the dots and launching the app. So these are a few slides from the PM Kisan Sammelan, and this is a product that we have. We have added, so it's a very small device, and we have added a strap which can glow in lights. So take for example, the cattle is outside gazing in the highways. If the light falls, it can glow. So the animal is saved there. So this was few, we got an award. We represented India at Dubai Expo 2020 also. Thank you. I think there's a phone.
Thank you, everyone. Please, audience, remember to vote for your favorite finalists. And any questions from the audience?
First, the judges will ask. Judges will ask them first, then the audience.
Sure. Yeah.
You have mic.
Yes. Yeah, it's working. Yeah. So my question was for Cowbit Technologies. So just wanted to understand your business model. Like, who will pay for this? Like, it's a farmer. Who exactly? And how will you collect money for that? Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the question. So what we have done is like in terms of B2C. For the faster implementation, we have partnered with Amul, Omfed, Nandini Milk to implement faster, get the data supplied to the state governments. This is B2B. Second is B2C. We have a vertical where we have reduced the price to 1,000 rupees per device, where the farmer with a herd size of 3 to 7 cattle. Okay, so the competitors that we have in US and other Israel and everyone, they are targeting big farms, like Sarda farms, Santa farms, बड़े farms, but छोटे Indian farmers के लिए कोई product नहीं बनाता because the price is a factor. So what we did is like we removed the whole system which was cost increase हो रहा था, उसको काट के we created a simple product, direct to cloud में डाल के mobile application में डाल दो data.
What is the cost?
1,000.
For 7 cattle.
No, for one cattle, one device is 1,000.
Costly.
So for that, what we did, we partnered with the state government, we implemented free of cost, and we are charging 99 rupees per month as a subscription cost. So this was a value add. Second was if you pay me 99,000, we are giving a 1 lakh of insurance free of cost. Okay, and that data is being pushed to IFCO Tokyo as health app. Okay, so the health, so IFCO Tokyo is also giving free goodies and everything, premium reduction in terms of cattle insurance and everything. Thank you.
Just a follow-up question to this one. As you said, there will be insurance. So just wanted to know that this is a general insurance. So 1 lakh rupees will be paid only first year. What about this, the second year, or like whether it is a renewable? And second thing is like, what is the cost of replacement of this device if something happens to this device? So are you going to subsidize this device, or like how it is going to work?
Okay, the first question is like, the premium for 1 lakh insurance is 230 rupees. Okay, the market research that we did with more than 1 lakh farmers and cattle, 70% of the farmers in East India don't know that the government is paying 1 lakh rupees to insure your cattle. So they're not aware. So information flow was not there. So when we did events and we took up few Pashu Kendras, we understood that information flow, and if we combine this, like you pay 99 rupees, you get an insurance free of cost. So the government is subsidizing for the insurance. And second is like if the product is faulty, example, or it gets damages. So we have a dust proof and IP waterproof product. Okay, so if the cattle goes inside, or the buffaloes normally go inside the water to gaze and they come back. So if you ask me another question is like, if the belt get detached, okay, so what will happen? Okay, the answer is like, if the belt gets detached, we send a notification to the farmer that cow ID 1 or Kali. So Kali is the cattle name. Kali gets detached, so you can onboard. So we have a GPS tracker also. So if the device is also lost or stolen, it can be tracked. Thank you.
My question is to Ravi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello,
First of
sir.
all, congratulations to all the innovators. I think the products are all very interesting, and it's been a great learning for all of us here. My question is that I just want to know a little bit more, because you have a lot of scientists on board. What is your marketing? I mean, what is your GTM, and what is the cost of acquisition of a customer?
Sir. Very good question, sir. Thank you very much for asking this. My problem is other way around. I have orders I can't supply.
Good to know that. Congratulations.
I have 12 crores of order. I don't have the facility to manufacture. That's the reason I'm looking for fundraise. But coming to the question, we normally participate in exhibitions which are sector-specific, sector statistics. We also go to focus group. We are members of IBA. We are members of Indian Water Association, Global World Water Associations. And from there, we get the lead. And mostly when we do that one deployment, it's word of mouth proposition also. That is where the leads are coming from. On the margins front, we have good margins because these bacteria multiply internally. So we don't have to keep on putting raw materials inside. So, and one reactor at one customer site can be also a breeding ground for our things. So anything excess also from there, we can harvest back and give it to another customer. So we have good margins on that one. So that's not an issue. The scaling up is the issue because we are into deep tech and into a very, very scientific product. Probably that's the reason we are not able to grow as fast as we could have grown if we would have been in IT industry or ML industry. Thank you.
And what is the window for the orders that you have right now, and delivery and the ticket size that you're asking for?
The current ticket size I already mentioned. We are looking for anywhere not less than 1 million, 1 to 1.5 million, 12 crores of order. So the amount we raise, we'll be able to deliver in 6 to 8 months once the plant is turned. And with this investment, we look forward to break even in year 2, and thereafter we'll have double digits of EBITDA and growth. Look forward to cross more than 50 crores by year 4.
Okay, thank you.
I am B.H. Shrikant, agro-based industrial consultant and a renewable energy consultant. This is interaction with HAB biomass person. Okay. You have mentioned the available biomass, agro waste, 10.5 billion tons. Okay. This may not be perhaps there because instead of 10.5 billion, it is 1.05 billion because this year total food grade production that exceeds 31.5 crore metric tons. Okay, then appropriately the biomass of that corresponding to that food grains that should be 1.05 billion, not 10.5 billion. Okay, and that too, from that available quantity, some large quantity of biomass is already being used by bakeries and the industries and biocoal production. Largely, the thermal power plants, they need this biocoal. This is interaction, this is not question.
Yeah, definitely, sir. Yeah, definitely, sir. I completely understand the statistics you have paid for the food grains. The biomass which I am telling you does not constrain itself to only food grains, but has 52 segments, right from the lantana, which is excessive forest breed as well. So if we consider the biomass in a holistic approach, the data is by United Nations, but then too, I do respect the opinion given by you, and I'll definitely have a better look on food grains exclusively.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, all of you. My specially question to Neoperk, soil testing. Sir, Hindi is comfortable because okay, Marathi is also comfortable.
तुम्ही मराठीत सांगा आम्ही सांगू इंग्लिशमध्ये.
No, sir. Thank you. सर एक्चुअली मैं एग्रीकल्चर ग्रेजुएट हूँ और सॉइल टेस्टिंग के बारे में मैंने बहुत सालों में अभी काम किया है. तो आपके इसमें मैंने देखा कि आपके कॉम्पिटिटर्स भी अलग अलग है जो केमिकल्स रिएक्शंस वगैरह यूज़ कर रहे थे. आपके लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट यू बिकॉज यू develop the device which is not using the any solutions. Okay, so my basic question is sir, वो device से हम लोग कितने parameters calculate कर सकते हैं? Only soils के parameter calculate कर सकते हैं या bacterial count भी हम लोग कर सकते हैं? वो first question. और second question ये है कि जैसे जैसे land change होता है वैसे वैसे अलग अलग न्यू parameters भी change होते हैं. तो soil testing it is okay, but what आफ्टर वॉट, मतलब सॉइल टेस्टिंग के बाद हम लोग उस फार्मर्स को क्या दे सकते हैं? क्योंकि जब तक हम लोग काम कर रहे थे तब तक सॉइल टेस्टिंग तक ही फार्मर्स को अगर नॉलेज दे तो इनपुट शॉप में जाके क्या खरीदना है उसको पता नहीं रहता है. तो सॉइल टेस्टिंग के बाद क्या? तो वो एक मेरा क्वेश्चन था.
बहुत वॅलिड.
मराठीत, पुण्याच्या मराठीत.
हा, मराठीत सांगलं तरी चालेल. ऑडियन्ससाठी ऍक्च्युली
बॉर्न अँड ब्रॉट अप झालं तर हिंदी मराठी इंग्लिश तिघांचा मिक्स असेल. सो पॅरामीटरमध्ये आजच्या दिवसात आम्ही 10 पॅरामीटर करू शकतात. pH, ऑर्गॅनिक कार्बन, प्लांट अवेलेबल, NPK आणि 4 मायक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट. हे 10 पॅरामीटर ICR नॅशनल ब्युरो ऑफ सॉइल सर्वे अँड लँड युजेस प्लॅनिंगपासून मान्यता भेटली आहे आपल्याला. याच्या पुढे आम्ही ॲक्च्युली बायोलॉजिकल पॅरामीटर्स थोडं नंतर करणार. नेक्स्ट टार्गेट असणार म्हणजे अजून केमिकल पॅरामीटर्स. 16 केमिकल असतात म्हणजे CA, MG, त्याच्यावरती लाईक सुरुवातीला फोकस करणार. याच्या पुढे लाईक सॉइल टेस्टिंग आता सीझनल गोष्ट आहे, म्हणजे वर्षात एकदा किंवा दोनदाच शेतकरी करू शकतात. तर आम्ही काही नेक्स्ट प्रॉडक्ट जे आमच्या पाईपलाईनमध्ये आहे ते आहे प्लांट टिश्यू अनालिसिस किंवा पान परीक्षण. तर आपले द्राक्ष बाग आहेत ते शेतकरी वर्षात एकदा माती परीक्षण करतात, चार वेळी पान परीक्षण करतात. तर आम्ही हे सेम डिव्हाइस वापर करून फक्त पानाचे म्हणजे सॅम्पल कलेक्ट करून याच्यावरती ठेवलं तर ते पण आपण टेस्ट करू शकतात. ते याचा डेव्हलपमेंट चालू आहे सह्याद्री फार्म्स बरोबर द्राक्ष शेतकऱ्यांसाठी. दुसरं तुमचा जे प्रश्न होता खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे. म्हणून माझ्या पिचमध्ये मी सांगत होतं की हे डिव्हाइस आमचा सोल्यूशन नाही आहे. आमचा सोल्यूशन है एन एंड टू एंड सॉइल टेस्टिंग सोल्यूशन. बिकॉज हमने जब फार्मर्स के साथ काम किया हमें भी यही पता चला कि लाइक डिवाइस सिर्फ वहाँ पे रख देने से सॉल्व नहीं होगा.
यस
जी हाँ. सो इसीलिए वी वर्क विथ पार्टनर्स. आम्ही लाईक CSR, NGOs, ॲग्री स्टार्टअप्स, कॉर्पोरेट्स हे सगळं लाईक पार्टनर्स बरोबर काम करतो आणि एक एंड टू एंड सोल्यूशन बनवतो. लाइक एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ. सीनी के साथ हमने धड़गांव में क्या किया, लाइक वी सेटअप अ लोकल टेस्टिंग यूनिट. मतलब एक 200 स्क्वायर फीट का एक छोटा सा रूम, ठीक है, FPO का ऑफिस ही है बेसिकली, ठीक है. सीनी के अंडर या FPO के अंडर CRPs होते हैं, कम्युनिटी रिसर्च पर्सन, जो विलेज लेवल पे काम करते हैं. सो हमने उनकी टीम को ट्रेनिंग दिया कैसे सही तरीके से सैंपल कलेक्ट किया जाता है, ठीक है. जब सीजन टाइम आता है तो 10 CRP 10 सैंपल लाते हैं, 100 सैंपल हमारे LTU लोकल टेस्टिंग यूनिट में से आ जाते हैं. तो उसको प्रिपेयर करना पड़ता है, ड्राई करना पड़ता है, ग्राइंड करना पड़ता है, सीव करना पड़ता है. ये लाइक रिक्वायर्ड प्रोसेस है फॉर एनी सॉइल टेस्टिंग सोल्यूशन. देन उसको स्कैन करके अगले दिन रिपोर्ट फार्मर्स को पहुंच जाता है. अभी रिपोर्ट इज द मोस्ट, फार्मर के लिए रिपोर्ट ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, उसको डिवाइस कभी दिखता ही नहीं है. तो रिपोर्ट में हमने छोटे छोटे चेंजेस किए. जैसे एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ, फार्मर बहुत उसको अगर एक स्पेसिफिक क्रॉप उगाना है और उसको एक स्पेसिफिक फर्टिलाइजर यूज़ करना है, लाइक हम कुछ भी कहें वो चेंज नहीं होगा. हम लेकिन क्या कह सकते हैं कि मतलब लाइक आपकी ज़मीन में ये चीज़ की कमी है तो आप ये फर्टिलाइजर थोड़ा कम डालो या थोड़ा ज़्यादा डालो. तो हम लाइक वी गिव क्रॉप स्पेसिफिक फर्टिलाइजर रिकमेंडेशंस. एंड लाइक एक और छोटा सा इनोवेशन, लाइक इनोवेशन नहीं कह सकते, बहुत छोटे छोटे चेंजेस हैं. हमने अपने हर एक पेज पे अपना नंबर लाइक बोल्ड में डाला है कि अगर फार्मर को लाइक काफ़ी बार ऐसा हुआ है कि बारिश जल्दी आ गया तो फार्मर को प्लान चेंज करना था, तो वो सेम रिपोर्ट नहीं फॉलो कर सकता, रिकमेंडेशन नहीं फॉलो कर सकता. तो उसे बस हमें एक फ़ोन करना है या व्हाट्सएप पे एक मैसेज करना है और हम तुरंत रिपोर्ट में अपडेट करके लाइक तुरंत उनको भेजेंगे. दिस इज पोस्ट सर्विस सपोर्ट. सो वी आर थ्रू वी वर्क विद द फार्मर्स. हम फार्मर्स के साथ पूर्ण क्या बोलते हैं एंड टू एंड पूरे पीक चक्र के में साथ रहते हैं. इसीलिए हमने नोटिस किया कि जो फार्मर्स हमारे थ्रू सॉइल टेस्टिंग कराते हैं उनको फ़ायदा ज़रूर दिखता है.
So एग्रोनॉमिक स्पेशलिस्ट भी रखे हैं आपने कंसल्टेंसी के लिए?
So we have scientists like Dr. Ganesh Murthy, a soil science head of IIHR है. फिर like we have consultants who are part of us. Like हम बहुत ज़्यादा specific agronomy expertise नहीं है. अभी सिर्फ soil science like soil test based recommendations देते हैं. But अगर farmers को कुछ specific doubt होता है तो we connect with the right partners. Like सह्याद्री की agronomy team हमारी मतलब like we work together. So हम उसमें भी पूरा support करते हैं. Because farmer को अगर फायदा नहीं दिखा तो वापस नहीं आएगा.
Yes,
तो इसीलिए end-to-end solution is the need.
Okay, but last question, is it profitable for you, Miss business model? No,
हा पहिला प्रश्न होता खरं.
हा पहिला प्रश्न होता सर, पण हा शेवट का विचारला कारण की ॲग्री स्टार्टअप मध्ये हे खूप प्रॉब्लेम होता. आम्ही सध्या फेस करतो म्हणून आम्ही
तर आम्ही like we are unit economically highly profitable. Like for NGOs our margins are 20 to 30%. For corporates it goes about 70 to 80%. The reason is we have zero recurring cost. You just require the soil sample, place it on top of this, click a few buttons, results are ready, right? It's just the operational cost. Like it depends how we get it from the partner, right? Like corporate से हम operational cost अलग से ले लेते हैं, तो इसमें hardly कुछ cost है. तो like otherwise we are unit economically profitable.
Okay, thank you. All the best. And last question is for that sir, biogas that you are producing biomass. Yeah, sir, मतलब मेरी query ये थी कि ये जो है business वो अलग अलग जगह पे जब क्रॉप हार्वेस्टिंग होने के बाद रेसिड्यू निकलता रहो आप उसके साथ बायोमास बनाते हो जो कुछ भी पैलेट्स वगैरह बनाते हो बट हर एक स्टेट में या फिर हर एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट में अलग अलग क्रॉप्स रहते हैं और अलग अलग रेसिड्यू रहते हैं तो फिर वो आप मैनेज कैसे करते हो रॉ मटेरियल आप कहाँ से मतलब परचेस करते हो या फार्मर्स के यहाँ से करते हो कैसे मतलब वो बिजनेस मॉडल कैसे आप काम करते हो उसमें?
ओके तो इसमें दो बेसिक फैक्टर्स है. एक तो है जो हार्वेस्टिंग करते हैं लोग तो हार्वेस्टिंग तो वो पोस्ट हार्वेस्ट सीजन में उनके साथ हम डायरेक्टली इंटरेक्शन करते हैं. सेकंड इज फूड प्रोड्यूसर कंपनीज. मान लीजिए कोई ग्राउंड नट का पीनट बटर की कोई कंपनी है तो उनके ग्राउंड नट शेल्स जो है कॉर्न की कोई कंपनी तो कॉर्न कॉब है तो ये जो एग्रोप्रीनर्स है तो इनके साथ जब हम काम करते हैं तो वो ईयर लॉन्ग काम करते हैं तो ये दोनों डिफरेंट मॉडल्स पे काम करते हैं.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Sir, we are interested to connect with you. Actually, we are also working in Sangli area for sugarcane.
Sure,
so
sure.
we are also having lots of sugarcane thresh there. So I will connect
We'll
with
surely connect and
Thank you everyone.
Thank you
so much.
I think that we come to an end of question answer session.
No questions.
I now request Mr. Pradeep Bhargava to felicitate Mr. Lokhande and Mr. Kulkarni.
तो प्रदीप उसके पहले हमको कुछ एक दो शब्द तो कहने दो वो
बोलिए बोलिए प्लीज बोलिए.
मिनिमम 2 वर्ड्स.
बोलिए
नमस्कार एवरीबॉडी. खाना खाने के बाद 30% तो चले गए वैसे अर्बन वाले वो ठीक है. व्हाट आई हैव सीन इन दिस एक तो 3 कोट वाले आ गए इधर. रूरल बदल रहा है हमारा रूरल बदल रहा है. बट दुःख की बात यह आहे माशेलकर सर आम्हाला तुम्ही मदत केली पाहिजे. ह्याच्यात 2 तरी महिला असल्याच पाहिजेत. 33% काय वाटतं ते वाटतं ते आपल्याला बघावंच लागेल पुढच्या वेळेला. दॅट इज व्हेरी व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. एंड थर्ड नाउ सी दैट नाउ दे आर टॉकिंग जैसे वो रूरल बात करते हैं ना बिल्कुल छोटी इकोनॉमी हम गरीब है हम गांव के हैं एवरीबडी स्पीकिंग इन इंग्लिश. इट इज चेंजिंग इन अ बिग वे एंड ये यूथ के हाथ में चला गया है पूरी तरह. सो वंडरफुल. सो दिस इज हैपनिंग. India is changing in a big way by education, by communication, by everything. So all the best to all of you. We work in rural India a little bit. Anything and everything over and above commercial interest, we will be very happy to connect with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lokhande.
Well said.
Thank you, Mr. Lokhande. I think for the time being, you'll do, sir. Yes. Oh, please be careful.
Such a joy.